What is going on, you guys? Bastion YGO here, and today I'm coming at you with a pure Tri-Brigade deck profile. Now, as far as Tri-Brigade goes, I've been playing around with this deck quite a bit for the past few months now, and I honestly just really like the playstyle of it. I really like the grind game that it has, the versatility that it has. You can play it with Melfi, you can play it with Lyralust, you can play it with so many other different options. Zodiac even you can play with this deck. However, maybe not Zodiac right now given, you know, Trident and whatnot. But anyway, I just believe this deck has so much versatility. Even as just a pure variant itself, that we're just going to go ahead and get right into it, guys. So we're going to start off with the monsters. So as far as the monsters goes, guys, we're going to keep it off very simple. Start off with triple Rescue Cat. So Rescue Cat's going to be the best starter pretty much in the entire deck, essentially being able to send to the graveyard special summon level 3 or lower beast type monsters from your deck. So normally you're going to be bringing out Karas along with Kit, and then link summoning them off to go ahead and gain the Kit advantage to go ahead and let you search and have more beast warriors in the grave. So Cat is fantastic because it being a beast itself lets you go ahead and banish it for the Tri-Brigade effects. So it really just fuels your graveyard so much better than any other starter for Tri-Brigade. So that's why I definitely believe maxing this card out. You're not going to be able to resolve all three in one duel, unfortunately, unless you play cards like Pot of Avarice, which is not recommended, at least not in this build. But you do want to play that 3 because you want to see it as soon as possible. Next, for the Tri-Brigade, you're going to play triple Tri-Brigade Fractal. Fractal is a fantastic card. So essentially what it allows you to do is it has two effects. You can either pitch it to send another beast warrior, wing beast from your deck to your hand, or when it's on the field you can actually go ahead and banish beast warrior, wing beast monsters to link summon from your extra deck. So it's actually really cool as well. So that's going to be probably the second best starter in the entire deck. Again, just fueling your graveyard and also letting you pretty much go through the entire Tri-Brigade engine, let you go into the Kit, Nerval, and then Karas. Speaking of those cards, you play triple Tri-Brigade Kit and triple Tri-Brigade Nerval. So Kit is a fantastic card, essentially allows you to send another Tri-Brigade card when it's sent to the graveyard. Nerval, and when it's sent to the graveyard you get to add a Tri-Brigade card from your deck to your hand, Tri-Brigade monster I should say. So it just has so much, this is basically the line you're going to follow, and then you're going to be adding double of the Karas, or Ass as I like to call him, ASS, there it is. So as far as double Karas goes, it's really just going to be your main extender for the deck, because you're able to go ahead and pitch a beast warrior, wing beast monster from your hand to go ahead and special summon him for free, essentially, because that beast warrior that you're pitching from your hand is then going to be used for the effects of all Tri-Brigade cards to banish as cost to go ahead and special summon a link monster from your extra deck as well. And that's going to be it for the Tri-Brigade package in the main deck. For the other monster cards, you play triple Psyframe Gamma along with the one driver. This is fantastic going first or second because a lot of times you are going to be activating cards prior to you actually having a monster on board, whether that's tanky, fractal. You can go ahead and summon Rescue Cat. It's cost for Rescue Cat to be off the field, so that you can go ahead and Gamma if they try to ash you. So it's absolutely fantastic. I think it's a card that you always should expect in a pure Tri-Brigade build, so why not just play and make sure that, you know, your opponent doesn't try to ash you or try to hand trap you or activate a monster effect to disrupt your plays. Next you play triple Lancia and then triple DD Crow to wrap up the monsters. So I personally believe this is going to be the best hand traps for this current format. I don't know about the Gamma. The Gamma is just, I believe, good in this current deck as well as like a virtual world. However, the triple Lancia, triple DD Crow, I think are going to be the best hand traps, again, like I was saying, in the current format. Lancia pretty much stops all of the Phantom Knight plays. It hinders your virtual world plays. It stops Eldritch from go ahead and banishing during the end phase to go ahead and get more resources. And then DD Crow, of course, for the DPE plays. You get to go ahead and just banish again against Eldritch. You just banish a Golden Lord. So this is, I believe we're also experimenting with the hand trap lineups, but I personally believe with the current format, these are going to be the best ones for it. I did just recently take out Ghost Ogre for the 3 DD Crows though, so that might be a close second. I just personally believe at this current format they're just better than Ash. because they hit more specifically the meta decks. However, if you expect to go up against Rogue, definitely go ahead and play Ashe in the main. So that's going to be it for the monsters, guys. Now let's go on to the spells. For these spells, I played triple Forbidden Chalice. Now, why do I play Forbidden Chalice? Because I can't afford Forbidden Droplet. That's really the only reason. Forbidden Chalice is still a fantastic card. It's a fantastic budget option nonetheless. You still get to go ahead and negate monster effects. It's still a quick play spell, so it's still really, really good. 1-for-1 trade-off, essentially. Just being able to negate whatever your annoying effects your monster has on board. So I think playing triple Chalice is still really, really good. However, if you do have that cash money, or if you already got the droplets in your card pool, then definitely I would go ahead and play Forbidden Droplet instead of Chalice. Next, we got a whole bunch of one-up spells. We're going to start off with the Monster Reborn. Just actually a phenomenal extender in this deck. In the event that you were to get stopped halfway, you can just Monster Reborn a Tri-Brigade monster and keep going with your plays. Also, Tri-Brigade is still a pretty prevalent deck you're going to find every now and then, as far well, actually pretty often in the local and competitive scenes. So being able to go ahead and take their monster and doing that as well can be really useful. Also, you go ahead and take their monster and link it to an Appaloosa. Things go on from there, as long as it is a Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast. Of course, you play then your 1-for-1, your 1 Called by the Grave, your 1 Pot of Desires, your 1 Foolish Burial, your 1 Upstart Goblin, your 1 Tenki, and that is going to be it for these spells, guys. So Desires going to 1, don't get me wrong, it did suck because you want to see it in your hand, but I don't think I think honestly because it gives this deck a bit of a boost, essentially. So having triple Desires in the deck really just makes it so that you will Desires into Desires more often than not, surprisingly. So being able to have the 1 Upstart Goblin along with the 1 Desires gives it just enough consistency so where you can still go ahead and play enough hand traps and you won't necessarily brick with your hand. Essentially, I mean, Foolish is a starter, Tenki is a starter, 1-for-1 is a starter, things like this. Monster Reborn is an extender, so adding these consistency cards just makes it that much better. And that's going to be it for the spells. Now on to the traps. Onto the trap cards, guys. We played triple Tri-Brigade Revolt and then triple Infinite Impermanence. So Tri-Brigade Revolt. This card is outrageously good. So essentially what it allows you to do is basically special summon any number of Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast monsters from your banished and or graveyard. Just negate their effects, which is perfectly fine because you won't be able to activate them anyway. But then you get to immediately link summon 1 Tri-Brigade monster using only those monsters. So what does that mean? As long as you're leaving yourself with just only 1 card in your main monster zone, you can go ahead and special summon any number of Beast, Beast Warrior, Winged Beast from your graveyard and or banished pile and immediately summon into a Shirag the Omen. So that essentially then allows you to do is to banish a card on your opponent's board, and then when Shirag goes to the graveyard, you get to go ahead and search. Plus, also when the let's say you summon a Nerval and a Kit off of this as well, when they go to the graveyard, their on-field effects are negated. But when they are sent to the graveyard, they still get their graveyard effects to be able to go ahead and search and mill Beast, Beast Warrior, or Tri-Brigade cards. And then, of course, Imperm is just a fantastic generic trap card as well. So that's going to be it for the main deck, guys. 40 card main deck. And now let's go ahead and go right into the extra deck. Now when it comes to the extra deck, guys, there's only really 1 card that I would change out of here, again, if I had it, but again, I'm playing with what I currently have. So you play 1 of the Bear Brum. I really don't want to play more than 1 of this because it's really just good to go ahead and search out the Revolt first turn, which is fantastic, don't get me wrong, but then it's really not a card that I see coming up as far as me searching out the Revolt moving forward with Rampart. I believe that you go through a lot of resources turn 1. You still have enough resources to go into turn 2, but I think wasting them to go into a Bear Brum, go in your 2nd or 3rd turn, I just don't believe it's necessarily worth it at that point. Then you play double of, I play double of the Tri-Brigade Farragut. So Farragut is a fantastic card, again, allowing you to extend, giving you an additional special summon so you can get another Tri-Brigade monster on board and continue to summon out the Link monsters. Next, you play double of the Rugal, the Silver Sheller. So this is actually a really good card to end on as well, because it allows you to special summon one of your Tri-Brigade cards when it's in the graveyard back onto the field during your opponent's turn, which allows you to go ahead and play around cards like Twin Twister, Cosmic Cyclone when they target your Revolt. So what you end up doing is you have your Sheller on board and you have your Revolt set, and let's say they activate Cosmic Cyclone, target Revolt, to go ahead and just bait out the banish. You say that's just fine. Chain Revolt, summon your Shurag, and the Shurag effect is optional, but it does activate whenever a Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast is special summoned, or summoned I should say. So then you let your opponent carry on with their place, and when you want to banish, you just activate the Rugal effect to special summon one from the graveyard. It'll have its effects negated, but Omen will then be able to banish a card on your opponent's board, then allowing you to dodge that as well. So I think double Rugal is actually a very, very underrated card. Next, you play triple, or I play, I play triple of the Tri-Brigade Shurag, the Omen. So essentially what I want to do is I want to take out one of these for an Access Code Talker. I think Access Code Talker in this deck would be absolutely just incredible, and I just don't have an Access Code Talker, unfortunately. But still, I mean, if you don't have an Access Code Talker, you're perfectly fine. I mean, playing triple Shurag is still really, really good. It still gives you plenty of versatility as far as adding cards. Gives you recursion, and allows you to go ahead and, of course, banish cards from your opponent's side of the field, non-targeting, so you can't really complain about that. And that's going to be it for the Tri-Brigade Link monsters. Now on to the other ones. We are playing one copy of Salamangreat Great Almirage, one copy of the Ancient Warrior, one copy of Appaloosa, Bow of the Goddess, one Nightmare Phoenix, one Nightmare Unicorn, and then one Borrelsword Dragon. You can also take out Borrelsword Dragon for the Access Code Talker. I just personally really like Borrelsword Dragon. It just helps you get over a lot of things. So Borrelsword Dragon, again, to me, is going to be a staple. And then to round it off, the extra deck, you play your one Typhrain Lord Omega. I personally really like to have Omega because the Cyframe package I'm playing in the main deck, I'm primarily thinking that I'm going to be activating that during my turn to stop my opponent's hand traps, so I'll most likely be able to go ahead and summon out the Omega and then go on from there, rip a card from my opponent's hand, so it should be really, really good as well. Of course, Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Unicorn, incredible cards. Borrelsword Dragon, I went ahead and explained that already. Appaloosa is going to be one you're going to be ending on quite a bit with 3 to 4 negates, again depending on how your hand plays out. Almirage is a card you're only going to summon if you brick, so if you're going up against Tri-Brigade and they go into Almirage turn 1, you know they have nothing else in their hand, and that's the only thing they got, aside for maybe some hand traps. Ancient Oath is just a phenomenal card, so a lot of times you're going to be ending with Appaloosa, Bow of the Goddess, with an Ancient Warrior, and then a Revolt set. So that's 3 negations, at the very least 3 to 4 negations. Another one as well, this is going to be Ascending, a bounce I should say. And then you have the Revolt, which is just a banish, special summons. So again, I really, really like this deck a lot. I think it has a lot of competitive viability. And honestly, I think people are sleeping on Tri-Brigade ever since the Banlist came out and the Bird Up version was pretty much scrapped. As far as the Simorgh engine goes and the second Recital Starling, that deck is still really good as well. If you guys are interested in that, I do have a deck profile for the Bird Up version of Tri-Brigade that I put up on my channel about 2-3 weeks ago as well. The one thing I would say, if you are going to be playing the Bird Up version still, I would recommend playing still, of course, one Recital Starling along with one Princess Sprite, because at the very worst case scenario, you're milling a Beast Warrior, Wing Beast, and with that, that's still more engine for you. And best case scenario, you get to add a Spell Trap. So I think Princess Sprite is going to be fantastic. But that's going to be it for my pure Tri-Brigade build, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. How would you guys play this deck differently? I honestly think I don't really see anything I would really change, except for, of course, adding expensive cards in the deck like Forbidden Droplet or Access Code Talker. But I think this is the best pure version we're going to find out there. Again, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Leave a like if you guys did enjoy. Subscribe for more, and I'll go ahead and see you guys in the next one.